This is the first car for my dream garage here at the Torque Rooms. I cannot believe I ever sold this car. This is my Porsche 993 Carrera 2 Tiptronic in Adventuring Green. Now, I actually bought this car just as COVID hit.
Start working on not touching your face.
I knew it was the right time to buy a car because if I didn't buy it just then, I knew there was a good chance we were going into lockdown and it'd be a long time till I was able to get hold of something like this. I bought this car with the intention of building a show car out of it, but at the time I just decided I wasn't ready to put it under the knife. It just felt wrong modifying something as beautiful as this old classic. A few years later, a friend of mine asked if he could buy it, so I sold it to him.
Why would you do that?
The minute I did that, when he drove it away, I knew I would regret it.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock!
At that time, it felt like the right thing to do. I didn't want to modify this, so we sold this and bought a brand new Turbo S in the same colour in Adventuring Green to build another show car out of it. A few years after that, Dan contacted me and said, I need to sell the 993. Do you want to buy it back?
Of course!
We built this show car for Ultimate Stance at the end of last year, but it wasn't quite finished. We were in a rush to get it there, and it was there, and it looked good, but it wasn't finished. As soon as the Torque Rooms workshop was ready, it was time to get it over here and finish it up, so it was absolutely perfect. So when I bought the car back, I knew we had to make a show car out of it. I needed to get over this idea that we shouldn't modify this old classic air-cooled car. If we were going to build a show car out of it, we still needed to do the justice. I wanted to keep it period correct. I didn't want it to make it over modern. I wanted to do everything on it that was in keeping with the age and era for this car. We'd previously put Bilstein B16 dampers on this for ride quality and comfort, so we knew we'd be able to use that damper to create an air kit from it. Now, I know that lots of purists and people hate to see air suspension on Porsches, but we're here to market a brand. SoLow Suspension is our brand, and what we're saying is we're prepared to put it on this beautiful classic car and still make it look and ride good. You should be comfortable putting it on any vehicle. First job was get the vehicle into the workshop, get it on the ramps, measure up air suspension, build some prototype bag kits, measure up for a nice new set of Navis custom split wheels. We know so much about these things. We know so much about these things. We knew it needed to have some nice new wheels on it, but the one thing that wasn't quite right was the paint. Loved the colour, Adventuring Green. I've got a real thing about green and I wanted it to stay the same colour, but it just showed signs of wear, as you would expect for a car of this age. It wasn't bad at all, there was no major rust, but we just decided it needed to look absolutely concourse. So I reached out to Johnny from Reflex Auto Design, or also known as Rad, because they've built some crazy Porsches in their time. They've been involved in some really big builds. So because this was a Porsche, he was the man for the job. I spoke to Johnny, we took it over there, discussed what needed to be done, and left it with him. After it was back from paint, there was a mad rush to get it ready for Ultimate Stance show. I was away on holiday at this time and the team were mad at it. So Mitch had finalised the design for the air suspension. Next up, we needed to get access to the underside of the vehicle. First job was to remove all of the under trays to allow Mitch to be able to run the air lines throughout the vehicle. An important part of this build was that no holes were drilled in this vehicle. At any point, this could be returned completely to standard. No one's gonna slow us down. We'll be gone and won't look back. Next up was to remove the original B16 coilover kit and modify the damper to take the air kit that Mitch had built and get that installed on the vehicle. With the under trays now back installed, the next stage was connect the airline to the bag kit. Mikey had been working on the wheel designs. I designed this wheel several months before with Navis. I wanted something that looked classic but with a modern twist, so I went with the centers with a very Porsche style design in a white gold, but then I wanted a stepped up polished lip, just for that wow factor. As much as we wanted the vehicle to maintain its original look in many ways, one thing we needed to change was the headlights and the rear lights, as the output was as you would expect for a vehicle of its age. Spoke to the guys at Morimoto and they sent us a full set of front lights and the full rear light bar to give it that modern but yet original look. While the vehicle was on the ramp, it was very clear that the original rear exhaust back boxes were quite tired, worn and looking rusty. So we spoke to the guys at Design 911 and ordered a set of their brand new shiny rear back boxes that gave it a better sound from the original standard exhaust. The original interior in this car was a kind of a really light cream colour and it started to look dated. Now I didn't want to go full on dark, I decided I wanted to go with tan. Anybody that's seen some of our other videos will know that I've got an unhealthy obsession with houndstooth. So the decision was made to do tan outside and houndstooth centres. So we spoke to our friends over at DK Schweizer, they already had the pattern for the vehicle. We got them the houndstooth pattern in, or Pepita as it's called in the Porsche world, sent it to DK Schweizer and they trimmed all the seats for us. They also supplied us with some extra hide. So this is Napa leather in the tan, and we then sent the steering wheel off to get trimmed, and the boys trimmed the door cards themselves in-house. So we went for the tan outside with a houndstooth centre. My houndstooth obsession carried on inside, so anywhere I could find bits of houndstooth that I thought were relevant, we did it. So Carbon sorted us out with a set of door mats for them and also the surround for the key, all in that little houndstooth pattern. So we decided we wanted to de-wiper this. The rear wiper on them is just a bit ugly and we wanted a really clean look. So we got the original genuine Porsche rear screen from the models that didn't have a wiper in, but where the wiper motor section would have been in the rear, we trimmed that in houndstooth to match. Just to finish off the interior, we wanted to change this section. So this was the light beige colour, which didn't really look good, and it had a pop-up cassette player in here. Well, we don't have any cassettes anymore. So we changed this centre section here just with a storage tray, and also got this nice little wooden gear knob off Carbon just to finish off. Next up, we needed to do an audio upgrade. Now I didn't want to go crazy with the audio. The beauty with these cars is you want to be listening to that 3.2 litre flat six air-cooled engine, so you don't need anything crazy audio. We wanted to update the stereo with something, but it needed to be period correct. We went with the Porsche period correct style head unit, but the modern version with the DAB and the CarPlay built in, and then speaker upgrade, an Audison, tweeters, door speakers and rear parcel shelf speakers. After all that was done, there was just one little finishing touch I wanted to do. So generally with air suspension, you would always have a controller. Regardless of what management it is, it has to have some sort of way to control the vehicle, to lift it or lower it as you're using the vehicle. Now that just doesn't look in keeping with a vehicle of this age. It just wasn't period correct and I didn't like the look of it being on display. So what we then did was incorporated the management so we could work the air suspension off one of the standard switches. So where we'd done a rear wiper delete, the space was in the center console, which allowed us to add a standard OEM button back, and that button then allows us to lift and lower the vehicle without the need of a controller.
Try sky and feel it washing over you. Just keep a mind and eyes to the sky and feel it taking over you. In the ocean.
Being a show car, every element of it needed to look good. Now, it's on air suspension and we could have hidden all the tanks, but we decided we wanted to put them on display. And of course, they had to be done in houndstooth. So the guys here at the talk rooms had worked on finishing this off. So we went with these two tanks that are all trimmed in houndstooth, these little center filler sections with Alcantara and houndstooth, and the SoLow air management sitting right in the center there. When we're at shows, we can pop the bonnet and show, even in here, the attention to detail.
That's the first rule when it's a man's car.
Respect a man's car, and then respects you.
Number two,
Greet the man. Good afternoon.
it's the third rule of the car.
Time for the final piece of the puzzle. The car's built, it's all ready. The one last thing that needs to be done is to protect the paintwork on that car. We're here at Corsa PPF and Detailing to get this car cleaned, detailed, and then a full coat of PPF to protect that paint. I'm going to hand over to Lee and the team now. We're going to crack on with this while we head back to the talk rooms. So it's a collection day. Typically it's raining just like when we dropped it off. So we're here back at Corsa PPF and Detailing in Kidworth Hardcore to collect the 993. I've not seen it since it was dropped off. Let's go inside and have a look at it. Lee,
Oh, yeah,
you made it
mate,
right?
right.
Yeah.
Come in, mate.
Let's have a look.
Right, let's go through.
There it is.
There she is.
Have a look at it glowing. Check out that. Happy days.
Good, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. So good, look at it. Absolutely, look at the gloss on that. So what have you done? Do you want to just run me through?
Yeah, so obviously it's been booked in for the full car.
Yep.
So every painted panel on the vehicle covered in PPF, including headlights, obviously. What we've also done with this vehicle as well, high impact areas. So we'll put you some double coverage on there.
Yep.
Saves this quarter getting damaged, easy to replace in the future. We've had a full detail as well. It's had a ceramic coating put on the top. Keep that glossiness there and the longevity. And same with the inside. Been cleaned and it's had some coatings on the inside. Same with the wheels.
It should look stunning sat in the talk room showroom with some nice lighting on it as well. I even wore my houndstooth jumper so it matches the interior. So you won't even be able to see me when I'm driving it. I cannot thank Lee and the guys at Corsa PPF enough for the work they've done on this. As a little bit of a teaser, we've just dropped off another car. I'm not going to show you that yet, but keep watching this channel because that one's pretty special. Let's head back to the talk rooms now. Let's get this in the showroom under some lights and see how it looks on that floor. I hope you've enjoyed the first car video here at the talk rooms. It's a bit of a switch because everything we've done up until now has been a renovation on the building. There's still lots more renovation work to do, so please continue to watch. Car content will very much be coming though. This is my dream garage after all, and you can't have a dream garage without a whole bunch of dream cars. Make sure you subscribe to follow the journey of the talk rooms, a place where people come to talk.